Awesome! Hi everyone, my name is Carlos. I'm making this video because I really want to help you improve your English. I am an English teacher, I'm on vacation, but I wanted to make this video about speaking. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? How about you? Do you? Let's see. When people are asked if they speak English, most are afraid to give a positive answer, and some get really scared, probably because they have encountered some difficulties or challenges to develop their speaking skills. What is speaking? It's very simple. When you speak, you say words, you use your voice, or you have a conversation with someone. The speaking skill is an important thing to carry out a conversation in English, period. Some studies have indicated that the main difficulties encountered by students while speaking English were caused by linguistic factors, for instance, lack of vocabulary, poor pronunciation, and lack of grammar knowledge. The second problem that students have while speaking was caused by non-linguistic factors, psychological factors, for instance, fear of making mistakes, low motivation, shyness, anxiety, marathon use. However, the psychological factors contributed less than linguistic factors. Therefore, the linguistic factor is the most dominant difficulty encountered by students while speaking English. Let's talk about each of these factors in detail. Causes of difficulties are linguistic factors and non-linguistic factors. Number one is the lack of vocabulary. You have to learn words, you have to learn phrases, you have to learn expressions and chunks in English. How many words do you need to learn? Maybe between 775 is okay. Or maybe 5,000 words. You need to learn phrases, phrasal verbs, expressions, idiomatical expressions, chunks. Chunks are very important group of words you need to learn. How do you learn vocabulary? Well, you have to read, you have to practice, you have to take tests, you have to use it. Then we have the poor pronunciation. Poor pronunciation refers to wrong articulation, bad intonation, mispronounced words. How do you practice pronunciation? Well, you listen and repeat. You practice with drills and you practice reading aloud. And then we have grammar. Are you scared about grammar? Well, it's the lack of grammar knowledge that doesn't let people speak English very well. Grammar. Grammar refers to the structure of the sentence. You have to learn the form and meaning of the grammar. For example, the form of the past tense, the meaning of the past tense, why do you use the past tense, etc. Then we have the non-linguistic factors. Non-linguistic factors. These are the 5 psychological factors: fear of making mistakes, that is lack of confidence or lack of positive attitude, obsession with perfection. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. No one is perfect. We are learning. We are on a process. We learn by practicing. We learn by making mistakes. How do you learn to walk? Or how do you learn to run? How do you learn to ride a bike? Little by little, by moving, by walking slowly, and then by stumbling. So it's common for everybody to make mistakes. Now, don't let mistakes be part of you. You have to get rid of mistakes little by little. You have to learn to correct yourself. You need to aim for accuracy. But don't forget that fluency is very important. You will make mistakes, but mistakes will not hinder your progress, will not obstacle your progress, will not be part of your limitation. Okay? Then we have the low motivation. What is a low motivation? Well, this has to do with the lack of objectives, the intrinsic and the extrinsic motivation. You have to be self-motivated. You have to reward yourself. You have to celebrate your success. Then we have the anxiety or shyness. This means that people get really scared. They are scared to speak English, to express their thoughts, to say something in the mother tongue. Why? They can be ashamed. That is part of their personality. Don't be afraid, my friends. You have to be a risk taker. You have to be a winner. You are in a class. You are in an English speaking environment. This is your moment to shine. You are the star. You have to be yourself. You have to think that you can overcome your shyness little by little, and then you will become a good conversationalist. And finally, we have the mother tongue use. What is that? Well, this is very common in English courses, in English classes, when students ask their teacher or ask their partners very simple questions, things that they already know in the target language. Instead of asking, teacher, can I go to a bathroom, please? Or teacher, may I come in, please? Or teacher, can you repeat that? They use Spanish. Why? Or they use their mother tongue. Why? You need to take the challenge to use English. It's very simple. Use it and learn it. Or vice versa. Once you learn it, you have to use it. You have to experience it, and it works. And then you will get self-satisfaction for your accomplishment. Your partners don't speak English. What about you? You have to show them that you do, that you are using what you are learning. All right? Let me give you some practical solutions. To be continued? Well, next video I will give you some practical solutions. In the meanwhile, you want to share my videos, you want to call me up if you need help with your speaking skills. Goodbye, take care.